Welcome to the Middleware Tech YouTube channel. In this series, you'll learn about @Savavararg. All code examples used in the videos will be available on GitHub. Let's get started.
Now if you know that vararg so vararg is a features of Java 5 version. That it is from Java 5 version. This variable argument concept came. So its full name is variable argument. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of variable argument in Java 5 that came from Java 5? To understand variable argument, just see here. I'm just writing some code. Let's see class. My class name is EMP. This simple Java class. Simple Java class itself. Inside a class, I have one static method, public static void show. So inside a class, I have one static method. Okay. So what is this static method is doing? Is like this is static method. What it is doing is that it is going to take some input and it is going to print all of them. Assume you are going to this is your main method inside this class. This is your main method. Main method is public static void main. It's a main method. So string args. Fine. Now inside this main method, what I want is that I have to create an array. Okay, so int a, this is an array, and this array contain some elements. This array contains some element like this way. You can define like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Some element is there inside the array. It's a simple array, right? A static array. Now what I want is that I want to pass all this array element inside the method. What I can do, this is static method, right? The static method directly I can call from the main method. What do we know? And here I'm going to pass this array as A. So what I'm doing here is that I'm passing an array. I'm passing an array as a parameter inside my method. Okay. So here, this int, just let me write this array signal. So the array that I'm passing from here, that will come inside this. Correct? In this array. Now what I want to do is that I want to print all the element that is defined inside the array. So for this you can use for each loop or enhanced for loop. That is for int p : b. it will move inside the array and it will print all the elements that is available inside the array. Correct? So you can just print here system dot out println. You can just print all the elements like P. So what it is doing is that it is just getting all the elements from the array and printing them. So it's a simple array code, right? So you just array you're passing as an argument inside a method. Simple code, right? Okay, before moving forward, let me check it is running or not. So to run, I have tried some code here. Fine. Just write here, right click, new class. Class name is array demo. So array demo.java, it's the main method. So this is my class. Assume my class name is array demo. Array demo. Now here, Control V, save it. Right click, source format. Now if you see this, let me execute. Run a Java application. It is printing all the array element. So it is working fine, no issues on this. Fine. Now what happened from Java 5 version, this varag concept came. What this varag is saying is that remove array implementation from Java. Varag is saying. Varag is saying to remove array implementation in Java. So that means I don't want to use any array. I want to replace array implementation with varag. So if I'm not using array, then how I'm going to pass the parameters? Don't use array. Pass these parameters directly inside a method. Like this. So if you're passing elements like this, so you have to pass this parameter inside a method. That is inside a show method. So how I'll pass? Now see here I can pass 1 parameter, 2 parameter, 100 parameter, 1000 parameter, but not infinite. That means that has some value. So how many parameters I can pass? That should not exceed your JVM allocated RAM, right? So whatever parameter I'm going to pass, those parameters I have to accept here in the method. How I'll accept those parameters in the method? I'll accept those parameters using method using varag. So how this varag look like? It is not like this. Int, see all are int parameter, right? So that's why I have to provide first data type int space 3 dot int space 3 dot space, what is that? Any value, just take it here, b. So this is called varag. Varag means variable argument. How many parameters you're going to pass does not matter. Whatever the number of parameters it is, that will accept in this varag format. It is defined using data type space 3 dot space b. Now what I'm going to do, this is my enhanced for loop. using enhanced for loop, I'm going to retrieve all the details that is available inside B, and it should work fine. Just check. I have removed array implementation and I want to execute the same code. So execute, Control V, save, right click, source format. Save it, right click, run as Java application. Yes, it's working fine. So what I find here is that the concept that came here, the purpose of this variable concept is to remove array implementation from Java. So you can write it is used to remove array implementation in Java. That came in Java 5, not Java 9. Yes, now I'm coming. Now if you execute this code, you can check is there any error or something like that. No error. No error, right? If you execute this code, is there any warning error? Nothing is there. Okay, so let me just replace this existing code using some collections. Let me write another one code, okay? Right, so we talked about varag. Now we have to understand that when I need this annotation at the save varag, correct? So let's do one thing. Let me just modify this code, the code that we have just now written. Let me modify the code like use the class name as some other name called demo. Okay, and this is my method, and in this method, let's say its name is method 1. And in this method, I'm going to pass some list, array list. Okay. Now see, this is an array, right? Now I'm going to pass one array list here. So what I can do here is that just declare a list first. List of a string. Fine. ls1 equal to define a list. How to define a list? I don't want to write multiple lines. I want to declare in the same lines. So you can use arrays dot method is there called as list. Arrays dot as list. So what you do inside this method is that first you have to define, let's see some items name I'm going to use. Book, then I'm going to use mobile, then I'm going to use cup, string, right? Then I'm going to use some other parameter like code, like that. So I've created a list, right? This is a list type object. And what I want to do, I have to create another one list type object, create another one list type object. So that list type object contain Control V, as in this list type object contain the details about name like Suman or some other name. Take it here, Srini. Take some other name, Haro. Take some other name, Nickel. So some name. So I have created two lists. You see here, I have created two lists. Toward array list type, collection object. Correct? Fine. Now what I want to do is that both the list I want to pass as a parameter inside a parameter inside this method. I want to pass both the list. Fine. So first ls1 I want to pass, then ls2 I want to pass. So the list I want to pass inside the method m1. Correct. So when I'm passing both the inside my method, now here I have to pass the list. So take the first list. Assume the first list is list of string, both are the string. Okay, and this list I'm going to define using varag 3 dot and L. Fine. Okay. So whatever list you're going to pass from here, everything come inside this list. Two lists you're going to find. It's fine. Both are string type, correct? Now in the for each loop, I have to retrieve all the elements. Fine. So I have to use list of a string. Okay. List of a string, and you can move inside list of a string. You can just move inside list of L. You're moving. Sorry, or list of checksum name B. Okay. You are moving inside L that came here, and you're printing the B, so that all the list item it should print. So the difference from the last example is that in the last example we are passing array as a parameter. In this example I am passing a collection as a parameter. Correct. Let me check it is working or not. Class name is demo. Create another one class. Right click new class. My class name is demo dot java and put it here. Control V and save it. Now in this example you have to import. So you have to import. Here also you have to import. And you can save it. Right click, source format. Now see, just see this code. You see this code, you can see some syntax changes. See, last time, right click, source format. Last time you're also passing array in the varag. When passing array inside a varag, there is no warning. But when you're passing array list or collection inside a varag, then there is a warning. See here, there is a warning. What it is saying? Potential heap pollution. What does it mean? The meaning is that when you're passing number of parameters through varag, list of parameters, so this is not a fixed parameter, right? That how much parameter you want, you can pass inside a list, right? Right. So it is not fixed. As much as you want, you can send. So in that case, there since the parameter is not fixed, so there is a possibility of heap pollution. Okay, so that's why this warning comes, type safety warning. That warning will say that there is a possibility of heap pollution since you are passing a list as a parameter inside your method. So you'll find one warning here. Okay, very simply layman's language is that you'll find some warning. You're writing some code, you're getting some warning, so it is not good, right? So you should remove that warning. So how to remove that warning? To remove that warning, we can use this annotation @safe varag @safe vararg @safe vararg. Now see here, when you're using this, what it is saying, just see here, you have some Java doc related to that. A programmer ascertains that the body of the automated method, annotated methods, or constructor does not perform potentially unsafe operations on its variac parameters. Applying this annotation to a method, a constructor suppresses the unchecked warning about a non-rectifiable variable or variac type and suppresses unchecked warning about parameterized array creation at the call site. So to suppress that warning, we use this annotation. Okay, so you can write here why I need this at the rate save variac. What is the purpose of using this annotation? So you can write one line that, as you find based on this example, you can write one like that when we send list as variac, then there is possibility of heap pollution. Okay, so to remove the warning related to heap pollution, okay, we use this. That's it. That is the requirement. So just to talk about this, we have to say so many times, so many things. So that is the read. Why you need variac? Why you need safe var arg? Or very simply, if I want to, S should be capital var arg. Right? That's why this gets introduced in Java 9.